open to ambition, open to bold ideas. That's why New York has a new plan. Dozens of tax-free zones all across the state. Move here, expand here, or start a new business here and pay no taxes for 10 years. We're New York. If there's something that creates more jobs and grows more businesses, we're open to it. Start a tax-free business at startupny.com.
It's nice to get a love letter once in a while. And boy, did we just get one at eHarmony.com. Independent research has confirmed that our passion for finding you that perfect someone works. eHarmony.com ranks first in highest number of marriages, first in most satisfied marriages, and first in most enduring marriages. Visit eHarmony.com. Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today.
Here's a question for you. Where does the United States get most of its energy? Is it Africa, the Middle East, Canada, or the U.S.? The answer is the U.S. Most of America's energy comes from right here at home. Take the energy quiz. Energy lives here.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Well, two brothers spent more than 30 years straight snapping pictures on Santa's lap. And this is why I'm laughing, because you're going to meet them in a minute. Well, they were sort of sitting on Santa's lap, and I'll get to that part in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Here's how we're going to rewind from 1980, when Michael Gray was just a tot. Then a few years later, his brother Martin comes along. Then comes those ever so awkward teen years, you know, bad haircuts, weird Santa, matching sweaters, all that kind of stuff. And then bam, 3 decades later, you're married with kids, and all 3 pictures, 34 pictures in all, they are with Santa every single year. Not once did these brothers, Michael and Martin, miss a year with Santa. They join me now live from Boston. Okay, guys, full disclosure, the 2 of you are standing in line, let's say, I don't know, maybe 20, 21. You're not 4 anymore, and some kid looks at you and says, "Are you serious? Where's your kids?" Did it happen?
We usually had to, many times. We got lots of questions.
Plenty of awkward looks from parents and children
usually
alike.
the parents were a little bit sketched out by our presence. But no, we usually just had the explanation, and we had a bit of a preamble every time. We're like, oh, we do this every year for our mom, and it's a tradition. And we kind of had to explain it to everyone as we went.
Yeah.
All right, and so was there ever a time where Santa kind of looked at you guys and said, okay, guys, really? You're not sitting on my lap.
Well, I think you can see that through the evolution of the photos, they kind of like shoot us to the sitting on the side of the chair versus sitting on his Santa's poor knee.
Some of them were more welcoming than others.
Yeah.
Some were just like, come on, get in, and others were like, okay, get on the
you're not
get on the
me.
chair, you're fine.
Sit on the armrest. Okay, so let me ask you guys. I'm going to ask you, what do you think your most embarrassing photo was, and what was your favorite? So let's start with your most favorite photo. What would you say? What year?
I think this year's was by far the best.
I mean, I thought it was beautiful with all our kids. 2013 was.
Expanding
I mean, it was this year was an amazing year for our family.
I have to give my wife credit, Allison, for the theme as well. She picked formal wear, which I think us dressed to the nine really paid off, and our daughters looked great, and his son looked very dapper as well.
Yeah, it was great, and I think my favorite, I think the funniest one was the screaming child, Martin.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know,
Very
84 maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, I took
97 was also.
85. 85 was the first. 85 was the first
Yes,
Tears.
that was very embarrassing.
Oh, okay. And
I
what
think
was
97 was very embarrassing as well.
Okay,
I was
97.
a bit overweight, had a terrible haircut. Yeah, acne-faced. Just a very awkward time in my life.
Oh,
Those beautiful teenage years.
Oh, yeah.
They were so beautiful to us.
Zits,
Children.
zits
It
and
gets
bowl
better.
cuts. looks a little freaky there in the middle, too.
He was enjoying it. I don't know what was going on there. I don't ask questions, but you know, we had a good time with him.
All right, so let me ask you guys. I know this has been a tribute to Mom, and of course you're having a blast doing it too. I think it's hysterical, and I love seeing you from the beginning to now. How long are we going to do this?
Hard to say. I mean,
I think we have, you know, the kids are going to be involved each and every year, so maybe when they start turning their teens and they don't want to do it anymore.
When their level of embarrassment outreaches our commitment level, then we're going to run into issues.
When they develop an opinion about the whole situation, and then they don't want to have to explain why they're in line with us.
Yeah.
I love it. So it's when the son or daughter looks at you and says, okay, Dad, it's just not funny anymore. Go away. We're doing this on our own.
Yeah, the kids are making fun of me at school, Dad. This has to end. Let it go. But
it's all over the internet, Dad. We have to keep going.
What did you do to us?
You're embarrassing us.
But no, we're gonna stick through it for our mother, Judy Gray. We love her very much.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to stay committed to you. I'm going to follow up every year and just see how much more cute this gets. Michael and Martin Gray. Merry Christmas, you guys, and thanks so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank
Love
you
you,
for
Mom.
having us.
You bet. My pleasure. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Legal View with Deb Fayrick starts right now.